Welcome to the Buying Desk. Today, we are settling a debate that happens in boardrooms every day: procurement versus purchasing. Most people think procurement and purchasing are the same thing, but this misunderstanding costs companies millions every year. If you can't distinguish between the two, you're missing out on strategic value. Today, I'll explain the real difference using simple, practical examples. Whether you're a buyer, a procurement engineer, or a small business owner, understanding this distinction is the first step to supply chain excellence. We'll cover definitions, strategic importance, and walk through a real-world manufacturing case study. Let's dive in. Let's start with purchasing. Think of purchasing as the tactical, transactional side of the business. It's about the now. Purchasing is the functional process of acquiring goods and services. It focuses on the short-term goal, getting what is needed, when it's needed. Main activities include raising purchase orders, receiving goods, and processing payments. It's the engine that keeps the daily operations running. For example, if an automotive plant needs 1,000 bolts by Friday, the purchasing team ensures the order is placed and delivered on time. That's a classic tactical transaction. The goal here is speed and accuracy. But purchasing has limitations. It often misses the bigger picture, like long-term cost trends or supplier risks. It's essential, but it isn't enough for a company to stay competitive in a global market. For that, we need procurement. Now, let's talk about procurement. If purchasing is a transaction, procurement is a relationship. It is the strategic umbrella that covers the entire buying cycle. Procurement is proactive. It's about supplier selection, negotiation, risk management, and cost optimization. It looks years ahead, not just weeks. We're talking about supplier development and contract management. It's not just, what can I buy? But who should I partner with for the next 5 years? Imagine an electronics manufacturer choosing a semiconductor supplier. Procurement evaluates the supplier's financial health, their sustainability, and their ability to innovate with us. So, how do they stack up against each other? I've prepared a 10-point comparison to help you master this distinction. Let's look at the first few. First, scope. Purchasing is reactive. Procurement is proactive. Second, objective. Purchasing wants continuity. Procurement wants value. Third, time horizon. Short-term versus long-term. Point 4 is relationships. Purchasing sees suppliers as vendors. It's transactional. Procurement sees them as partners. This mindset shift is critical. 5 is risk. Procurement maps it. Purchasing just reacts when it happens. 6 is cost. Purchasing looks at the price tag. When it comes to decision-making, point 7 purchasing follows a process. Procurement drives the strategy. It adds business value beyond just saving money. Technology and performance measurement round out our list. Procurement uses AI and ERP to analyze spend, while purchasing often handles the manual data entry into those systems. Let's make this real. Imagine a ceiling fan manufacturing company. We need copper wire, blades, and motors. How do procurement and purchasing work here? Procurement handles the planning, supplier selection, and the big negotiations for the copper wire contracts. Purchasing raises the POs and tracks the weekly deliveries of the blades. Finally, procurement returns to review supplier performance. Did that motor supplier deliver the quality they promised? If not, we renegotiate or find a new partner. A common myth is that lowest price always wins. In procurement, a cheap price often hides high risks and poor quality. The real win is the best overall value. The future is digital. ERP systems, AI for spend analysis, and supplier portals are changing the game. It makes both purchasing and procurement faster and smarter. For those looking to build a career, learning procurement is incredibly valuable. Businesses need strategic thinkers who can navigate global supply chain complexities. To summarize, purchasing buys the goods. Procurement builds the system that makes buying effective. One is tactical, the other is strategic. Both are essential. Remember, a great buyer handles the transaction, but a great procurement leader transforms the business. Which one are you striving to be? Comment below. If you found this helpful, hit the like button and subscribe to the Buying Desk. Visit our website for practical guides and more resources. I'll see you in the next lesson. Next time, we'll dive deep into strategic sourcing. Stay tuned for more procurement insights from the Buying Desk. Goodbye for now.